Okay, welcome to the Day Player Podcast. I'm Stuart, and this is.
My name's Manny.
We had some technical difficulties for a second there, and we had to restart
hilarious.
a little bit. It was pretty hilarious, yeah. So just to fill you guys in, my grandpa came in while we were filming, so we had to restart because we literally just hit record.
How dare you?
And it's like we weren't like an hour into it, so thank God. But yeah, I know. So yeah, we're starting over, and yeah. So I would like to dedicate this episode to my grandpa Manuel. He recently passed away as of the filming of this. By the time you guys watch it, it would have been like at least a week or two, I think. Yeah, which it's one of those things. But I really loved him, and he was a great guy. He really was a great guy, and it's hard to feel sad. You know what I mean? Like I know that like people always are like like they like prostrate themselves by like laying on the floor crying like I can't feel that because I really love them, and there's no hard feelings or ill will in him. So I just think he really wouldn't want us to be like that, and I think that's just just not my mode of operation, I guess.
That's good. That's good. It's just it depends on people how they take it.
Exactly. Yeah. So, getting that really. So this is like an interesting podcast because, like, you don't want to be super serious, you don't want to be super sad either, but just an update.
All right. Well, about airplane food.
Yeah. Okay, so we are talking about some fun stuff today. So, Manny, do you want to go into gaming? You want to go into what you're watching? We literally just had a video
about my penis too.
No, wow. I told you about my grandpa. You immediately talk about your penis.
I mean, I like to talk about dick and balls. It's a pretty long conversation.
Okay, no, we're going to our actual conversation.
Yeah,
and we're going to be talking about what have you been watching.
What I've been watching, I finished Doom Patrol.
Nice. How was it?
It ended with a fucking cliffhanger, and we don't know. And we don't know if it's gonna be greenlit for season 3. That's the problem. But
they always do that.
Yeah, and then we don't know. And I mean, season 2 was really good. Like the beginning of the season 2 was super funny. It's just very has a lot of comedy in season 2 than season 1. Because you know how season 1 they trying to get to know the characters, trying to develop the characters. Now season 2 is like, all right, this is where they kind of like Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. You compare it, it's like one of those, but it's really good. But hopefully they make season 3. I'm loving it so far. But
okay, that's dope.
But HBO Max is like a HBO Max original. It's not part of DC anymore.
DC Universe Online or whatever.
Yeah.
I know they have like 2 different streaming services.
Yeah, so it's so hopefully it's gonna get picked up. I mean, during this COVID, who knows? This COVID shit, I think it's kind of screw up. Like all.
It just messes up a lot very. We know that, we know that very well.
I mean, we're still doing our podcast, so we're alive and well.
Hopefully, yeah. So,
what have you been watching?
Just same stuff. I mean, we literally did a podcast not that long ago, so it's kind of hard to get into what we've been watching because it hasn't been that long.
Really. I mean, again, I finished Doom Patrol.
Yeah, well,
I think that's the only big thing I watched. Yeah.
Well, thank you for ruining my segue. I was going to be like, well, speaking of DC, dick.
I mean, we're still talking about Doom Patrol, part of DC. You can still do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. No, I know, but you asked me what I was watching, and I'm like, if I talk about something else, that ruins the segue. Then I can't segue back.
But people wants to know what you're watching. Why can't
Because I already told you what I've been watching. It's the same. It's the same stuff.
But you didn't talk to the audience, to the people.
We did in the last episode. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, no. So let's. Speaking of DC, so DC, as of the filming of this, is having their big DC fandom event or fandom.
It's like a Comic-Con panel.
Yeah. All online, of course, because of that stuff. And so they've been doing it. We're on day 1, so we don't know what's coming up just yet. By the time you're watching this, everything's already out.
Right. It's pretty big news. A lot of huge news of DC.
Yeah. So they recently unveiled I think Gotham Knights. Wait, Gotham Knights, right?
Arkham Knights.
Gotham
Arkham Knights.
Whatever, the Gotham Knights game.
Game City, whatever it is.
Yeah. It looks really good. Have you seen anything? You literally just watched the trailer.
I only watched the beginning. I watched the beginning. I'm like, okay, I get the style. It's similar as it's all the other Arkham Batmans, and pretty happy about it. And I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
They're still doing that same gameplay. It's not a completely different Batman game. Mm-hmm. And then you can play different Batman characters like Robin, Batgirl, and all that.
Yeah.
All that mumbo jumbo. Yeah.
Yeah, so there definitely was. It looks great. I think it's cool. It's like taking the Batman Arkham games and kind of like really kind of like expounding on it. Like really like kind of like going into it. Like now you can play as those characters, and they all have their own different play styles. Mm-hmm. And I think there's an online element to it too. I don't remember what they said about it, but I know you could probably play like 4-player co-op. I bet.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure. Don't take my
cool.
word for it, but that's what I think. Because like I saw, you could see the other people playing.
Oh, that'd be pretty dope.
So yeah, there's 4 characters. So I mean, that's like 4. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's really cool, and I can't wait to see more from it.
Yeah.
Because I love the Batman games. Those games are awesome.
The games are.
I wanted to see more. This game was made by WB Montreal, I think, is the name.
Yeah, I think the last game was WB Montreal too. Arkham
Origins?
Yeah, not Origins, the other one.
Arkham Knight was Rocksteady, bro.
Rocksteady?
Yeah,
So Origins probably more WB Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean, the last few were pretty okay. I think Arkham City and Arkham Asylum were probably their 2 best.
Yeah.
Best
I haven't
ones.
played Origins. I've been wanting to, but I think it's like an Xbox 360 exclusive.
No, I don't think so. I think it's also PlayStation 2. It's a third-party game.
PlayStation 3.
Yeah, PlayStation 3.
Yeah, by then the next gen stuff was already out. I didn't have the old gen, so it's like, what's the point? If
it's okay.
Longer, yeah, I haven't played it yet, but yeah. So it looks good. I'm actually excited.
Hopefully,
the graphics look great.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't fall with Joker. It's different villains.
No, yeah, they're fighting the Court of Owls.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good.
So it's gonna be sick. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Court of Owls is a good storyline, so I can't wait.
Can't wait to see what they do with it. So let's move on to the next one. So they didn't have a trailer for it, but they kind of had like a little tease to the Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn, with like all the same characters.
Kind of looks like a propaganda video. How great it is.
I mean, but that's like the point. It's like supposed to be like a 1970s exploitation.
I like
film.
it. I like it.
It looks cool. There's so many characters. Like all those people are dead before the movie's over.
Yeah, but James Gunn's a good director. Yeah, you can trust. You can trust. He absolutely. You can tell he loves his materials. The when he works, so looks like he can do a good job. Because I don't know who the first director who did Suicide Squad.
David Ayer.
Oh, I never heard of him.
I think he did the movie Fury.
Oh, that was pretty good. Did he also direct the Fast and Furious?
No.
I feel like he did.
You're thinking of Justin Lin. That's the guy who directed Aquaman. Or is it James Wan? Shit, I don't remember. There's so many of those guys. I forget. Because they worked on that, and then they worked on Annabelle. They worked on other stuff, too. So it's kind of like one of those things.
I mean, they're a good cast. Again, John Cena, my man. Yeah, I love John
he's
Cena.
in it. Yeah. What's his name again? It's like...
He said that he's like a douchebag.
Captain America.
Yeah, douchebag Captain America version. So, but he knows like it's pretty cool. He has like a long ass pistol. Yeah. So it's pretty dope. And then Harley Quinn, of course, is in it. Yeah. Deadshot's in it. So
no, not Deadshot.
Which one is down?
Deadshot was played with Will Smith.
Oh,
he's
that's
not
right.
in it in this one. Idris Elba's in it. And he's playing. I think John Cena's character was Peacemaker, right? Was that his name?
Yeah.
And I forgot this guy's name, but it's something like. It's dead something. It's like probably like blood dead. I mean, comic books really, the word dead in there somewhere is like a good indicator of some whatever. It looks cool though. It looks really cool. I really dig it. It definitely feels like kind of like a Vietnam kind of movie. Yeah, sort of, but like superheroes, which is actually really dope. Sounding,
and it's gonna be violent.
Did you see the Weasel, which is played by his brother, who was also the voice? I mean, not the voice. The motion body of Rocket Raccoon. Yeah. So apparently he's playing the Weasel, which is his own character.
Way.
Yeah. There was like a shot that up in the trailer that was really funny, of like just you see him and he like looks like a tall, like a regular sized guy.
Prison.
Yeah, and he like licks the window all weird. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah.
I'm like, god.
Shark King's in it too. So
Shark
I'm excited.
King,
I'm excited for
King
that.
Shark.
King Shark. Yeah, King Shark.
I like Shark King. I like that.
So yeah, King Shark.
Yeah, they don't have the other guy. What's that guy's name? The
Boomerang.
No, he's still in it. No, I'm talking about the lizard guy.
Oh, Croc? Killer Croc?
Yeah, Killer Croc, there you go.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, because he was in the first one, but he's not in this one. Yeah.
Did he die or something?
No, Diablo died. So those are the two big DC things.
Oh, there's
that came
also
out.
a third one.
The
Ben
Wonder
Affleck.
Woman.
Ben
Affleck, the
Flash
Flash
back
stuff.
to play Batman, so with Flash.
Apparently, I think other Batmans are probably coming back, including Michael Keaton.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So
nice.
it's like a bunch of other different.
Oh,
they're opening up.
Yeah,
they talked about that they're opening up the cinematic multiverse. It's like the same thing as
Marvel,
as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, the MCU. Okay.
Opening up to different universes.
Well, that's cool. DC wants to still trying to be the next Marvel.
I don't think that's what it is, bro. Like, I think everyone makes that value judgment. It's like completely unfair. Like, Marvel isn't even Marvel. There was people who were doing it way before them. I mean, look at Abbott and Costello. Look at the monsters, Universal horror monster movies. Like these are, it's Marvel didn't make any of these things new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I always think it's stupid. It's like people have like the dumbest memories. Like Marvel did it. They own it. No one can do it. No one. No, it's like shut the fuck. Like shut up, bro. Like
but they're
you
come
out for like.
You gotta realize they're also giants too, making billions of dollars in every single movie. You know, millions of dollars. You know, just making all the movies.
I mean, the DC movies make a lot of money too. It's not like they're losing money.
That's true.
I mean, Suicide Squad made like $1 billion. So like, don't at me.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
they make $1 billion.
Let me double check that. By the way,
I don't think so.
But like, no, it's not like they don't make any money.
I know they make, but it's not like what Marvel is making. Like Endgame, how much did Endgame made?
See, like that's the thing. This is like such a. It made about $747 million. That's pretty close to $1 billion. I mean, it's not obviously $1 billion, but it's like, it's pretty close.
Right.
Does every movie need to make $1 billion? I don't know. Look, I'm not going to say they don't do it right, but I just think it's so dumb that people always they're like, Marvel. It's like, you can't think for yourself. Like, I mean, just like, they did everything. It's like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, I totally get it.
No, it's one of those things where it's like you're talking from a place of ignorance. I mean, like there's plenty of people who've done it before. Maybe they didn't make billions of dollars, but then like look at the inflation rates, look at this, look at that. It's
But let's just say they're the successful who does that too.
I mean, yeah, they're one of the more successful ones for sure. I'm not trying to like hide that. Like that's obviously a real thing. It's like
again, Universal have done it with their monsters, but
which is why it's like hard for them because they did the Dark Universe,
which is weird. Like the Universal monsters are really popular. Frankenstein, Dracula, they're very popular.
Yeah. You know those are in public domain, right?
They are?
Yeah, so if you wanted to make a Frankenstein movie, you totally could.
Really?
I think the only thing is you can't have like the nuts and bolts and make them green or something like that. I think.
What about Dracula?
Yeah.
Same thing as Dracula?
Yeah, all of them. You can make them all into your own stuff because they're based on older properties of like the books and stuff like that. So like those are all older.
Oh,
I think the thing is like 100-something years is how long you can keep the copyright for something.
Oh.
So like all the Marvel characters are eventually going to be in public domain.
Very soon.
Not very soon. They've only been around for like 50, 70 years. Yeah. I think it's like 150 or 100.
So like let's say wait, when did Spider-Man first appeared?
I want to say like the 50s and 60s, like around there, yeah.
So it's almost there, yeah.
Yeah, because Captain America was first, and he was in the 40s.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go even further, Superman was even earlier in the 30s. Yeah.
Batman was in the 40s, so.
No, Batman was the same time, dude.
Really? In the 30s?
Well, let me double check that. We're gonna do our double checks now.
That check.
Because he recently just had his 80th anniversary or some shit. Batman.
Oh, that's right. They had the birthday celebration or something like that.
His first appearance was in 1939.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean it's the 30s.
Yeah, damn. So it's almost there.
Yeah,
It's time their age. Dang, I never knew that 100 years it can be a public domain.
It's not in 100. I think it's like let's see. Let me see. When does something become public domain? Because that's the thing is your homies Mickey Mouse, the House of Mouse, have been fighting to keep things out of public domain because obviously once that happens they lose all their money because it's everyone can just do whatever they want with it. Yeah. So they've been trying to do it. It's all for greed. It's all for greed. They want to have their own rights and they want to make sure that no one else can do anything else with it. Disney. Even though none of their films are original.
No.
None of their films are original. Don't talk to me about Pixar because Pixar's a whole different studio.
Right.
That
Disney
they acquired.
bought this studio to make Toy Story.
Yeah. So, see, the problem is that things from the early 1910s and 1920s, I think, have just barely entered public domain.
So about 100 years.
Yeah, it's probably 97 years.
Yeah, it's about that.
Yeah, they've been fighting to make it longer because, of course, they would. Which is kind of bad because if you think about it, there's so much stuff that we could be using in public domain. Because I think once something enters public domain, people start using it and doing stuff. So here's a fun story. The Universal horror monster movies, those are now in the public domain, and they've been for a while. And it's because the books were written a lot older and all that stuff. Yeah. And people have been able to do so many crazy things. Van Helsing, you got those underworld movies, and you get some of it's complete trash, obviously.
Right.
But
and there's a lot of Dracula
But without
movies.
the chance to even do anything with it, then what's the point? It dies, right? Mm-hmm. And the example I want to bring up is George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Now, do you know the story about this?
The movie, the plot?
Well, what I'm talking about.
No.
Okay, so Night of the Living Dead, he made it, but then he messed up in the paperwork to get the copyright for it. So that means it was automatically entered into public domain.
Oh shit!
Which means the whole zombie genre that he could have been making bank for he gets nothing for.
Shit.
He started it. Those are all his own creations of monsters. Yeah, you can talk about zombie as being like the voodoo zombie, but those are completely different.
Yeah, they're way
This
different.
is a completely different thing. And he created it, but the reason why it took off like wildfire is because they are like, people are like, oh, here's a new monster that's free.
Right.
You know, I don't have to pay a goddamn cent to anybody.
So what you're trying to say, Walking Dead, he couldn't make a bank, you know.
Yeah. But then would Walking Dead have been made if it wasn't public domain? You know what I mean? If George Romero held on to those rights until like, he made that in the 60s and we're just getting stuff in 1920, so it would be another 40 years until zombies were entered in the public domain. So would have anybody even cared about zombies if they couldn't have made more of it? So it's like Mickey Mouse. Point. It's like, dude, Mickey Mouse is dead. Yeah. Mickey Mouse has been dead since like before Walt Disney died. You know what I mean? Like he knew.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you can do with the character. It's not interesting. It's not fun.
I mean, they have tried with new cartoons. You know, even with Disneyland.
They never work. It never works. Like people only like that's the thing. It's like I always preferred WB, the Looney Tunes, over Disney cartoons because it's like the Looney Tunes are way cooler.
Right.
Like, are you telling me you wouldn't want to be homies with Bugs Bunny?
No, that's true. Yeah.
Like he's cool. Like.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, the first introduction was Disney. Yeah, that's all I mean.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Disney is part of our childhood. Yeah,
it's not part of mine. I never cared. I never cared about Disney, and like that's why. Like I'll be upfront. I don't like Disney. I really don't care for them. It's not animosity, but it's just me just not caring.
Right.
Like I'm like, who cares? You know what I mean?
I mean, I like Disney. I mean, they have some good anime films. You know, they're also one who's pretty important, big deal on animation. So you have to also appreciate
fine.
that.
I'm not saying that they didn't do good stuff, but I'm just saying as far as like just
as a company today, as a corporate company today, I'm not a fan of what they're doing right now. It's not like Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you trying to do? Like trying to take over the world, you know, with the whole media. Yeah, I get their business. It's just like fuck. You know, you're making too much money. Why are you trying to like take over Hollywood? Why you want to do that?
Oh yeah, they 100% are. Okay, so that was about DC fandom. Okay.
And then suddenly we're talking about Disney.
Let's move on to our next topic. So we review games in our review in two, and you should put up a highlight by the way today.
Yes.
Because like, I mean, I'll watch you. I'll set us something up. Don't breathe that in my face, goddamn. So Ghost of Tsushima, we did a review in two. It just came out. And I wanted to expound on my thoughts here.
Yeah.
I played more of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't beat it. I had no interest in beating it, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm just like... Because like, there's too many of the birds that take you to the thing. There's the foxes that take you to the fox shrines, and they just keep doing that. There's too many just like pointless things there.
Right.
That I'm like, I am a completionist, and I like doing everything. So when I see something and it's like there's too much stuff, I just can't do it.
It's like becoming homework to you.
Yeah, it's like why? Like like it's not fun anymore. Like it wasn't fun in Act 1, but I was like, oh, I'm towards the end of the game, and then it's like Act 2. I was like, oh, come on.
Right.
Come on, you know, and I barely made it through Act 2. I'm in Act 3, and I haven't wanted to play this game at all. I honestly have not cared about this game enough to go back to it.
Right.
It's a beautiful game, and there's a lot of stuff I like that they did, and there's a lot of things I don't like that they did. You saw how long it took to die.
Yeah.
Imagine playing on hard difficulty, and that happens like every 5 minutes. You're just waiting. Annoying. So like you're like wasting my time.
Right.
And there's a lot. This game is all about wasting your time, and not in a good way. So I had to change my review a little bit. I am personally bringing down Ghost of Tsushima from an A- to a solid B.
Damn.
That's a full 2. You know, yeah. I have no interest in beating it. Like that's like sucks. Like I like parts of it, but I'm just like
it's like a chore to you.
It's a chore. It's like why am I bothering? It's like what's the point?
They give you a chore list. Like you have to complete this, complete that, kill someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I really liked a lot of it and I liked what I was doing, and they just updated the game with free multiplayer. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty cool, and they unlocked some other stuff, which is kind of cool. But like, I'm like,
no, you don't care.
I don't care.
You
anymore.
prefer Last of Us too? Definitely.
Yeah, dude, I've been itching to go back into The Last of Us, but for the sake of content, I've had to play other games.
Right.
So we'll review those games coming soon. I mean, probably already out by the time this video is out. So what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah. There's other games I've been playing and trying to get some more, and I'm thinking, okay, what else I want to play? So we might play some older games too.
Sweet, yeah.
Just to have that done and doing all that stuff, which will be cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I think we should play a lot of retro games too. Yeah. So.
Figure out how to like capture that. That's like the only thing. That's on you. I'm not doing all that work.
I got it. I try to figure it out. I know what to do.
Because I'm not gonna do that.
I know what to do.
I have no interest in figuring out like what capture card I need and what
You don't need
HDMI do I need.
Well, I think the mini Super Nintendo, you can record the gameplay, and then you can transfer it. I don't know how you transfer it.
But then like Nintendo's weird, like with their copyright system. Like if you
but
play any of their games, it'll immediately like hit you with like a copyright strike.
I don't think they're fine with retro games. There's a lot of tons of YouTube with retro gameplay and all that. Depends.
Nintendo's very weird about that stuff, bro. They're relaxing, but like not much. That's why there's no Nintendo Let's Plays, bro.
No, I think there's a few. I mean,
maybe Animal Crossing.
Game Grumps does a few of retro gaming. With Legend of Zelda.
Have they played any of the Mario games?
Yes, a lot of Mario games.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of Mario games. Like I think most of their channels are Mario.
Maybe
games.
they're chiller now, but they weren't chill for a long time.
Like maybe like not the newer games, but or like the mod games, the cheat code games, like one of those games. That thing
like Mario Maker, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. Let's move on to our next topic here, because we are the Day Player Podcast. We run and we gun and we shoot and we go through our topics.
Do you say Gay Player Podcast or Day Player Podcast?
I mean, you hear what you want.
I feel like you're saying Queen, Gay Player.
It's a Day Player.
Oh, why am I the queen? I'm honestly a king.
You heard what you want.
You're the princess, of course. You're the princess. Princess Stewart.
Yo, I'm Gandalf, bro. Get out of here. Like I'm the mage, bro. I'm the cool mage. Yeah.
You're the two little princesses waiting for his prince. Yeah.
Who the hell? Like you're just like projecting hard, bro.
I am because it's coming out true. I'm the handsome king, of course. I'm the who slays the dragon. Who just slays the dragon? Listen to me, Stuart. Who slays a dragon, rescuing, not you, but a hot queen who has big tits, has big ass. Yeah, and live happy ever after.
I wasn't sure when I read this study that people have this weird wonky view of themselves, but now I'm 100% sure. You are delusional.
That's not delusion. That's all true.
Like, let's be fair. Like if we were like in a medieval fantasy world, you're not Prince Charming.
Yeah.
You are the court jester that probably like gets killed by the king early on.
Maybe I would say something racist about the king. Maybe then, I get my head cut off.
Dude, you're totally the court jester. Like, don't come to me and pretend like you're the cool knight.
And you're the one who tastes all the food that there's no poison.
Why would I do that? No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would do that.
No, I am the king's mage. I am the king's mage. I'm making all the explosives. I'm doing all that stuff. I'm saving my kingdom.
And then you'll die by accident. Like you're like, shit.
Dude, I'm the Peter Dinklage. All right, like I am the Tyrion of the world. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously not that.
So
small,
you're a midget.
I mean, if that's what's required of me, sure.
No, you could be like Littlefinger,
No, because
trying
he totally
to weasel out the family.
No, I'm not. See, the thing is, like, I'm a trickster, but I like not to that degree, because that guy was like definitely like trying to like do it.
You're that troll under the bridge too.
No. See, now he's like adding all this stuff. No. If I'm gonna be honest here, I'm not Bran, because Bran sucks. I'd probably be the three-eyed raven, the guy stuck in the fucking tree that dies.
But that guy's useless, though.
No, he's not. The guy was doing great
in the
stuff.
show, he was useless.
On the show, he's probably useless, for sure.
It's
But like,
useless.
I mean, that's.
I mean, the whole three-eyed raven. The show, it's terrible. Like
I know they hyped it up, and then just like was like.
It's like nothing. Like
I'm
nothing
just
happens.
Saying, like if there were, I'd probably be the Night King. Let's be real here.
It sucks how the Night King died in the worst way. There's not much a setup.
It was pretty sick. Don't get me wrong. I was pretty hyped when I was watching it, but then I was like, it was only one episode.
Yeah, the way he died too.
I was like, we're still doing stuff. I'm
just getting stabbed in the heart. That's it. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought he's like the most powerful villain of all time, and then he gets killed by a fucking knife.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. All right, so let's move on to our next subject here.
Yep.
Red announced a new camera called Red Komodo 6K. It is 6K imaging, and it's $6,000. So 6K.
That's so much money.
$1,000 for each. For like the type of camera it is, and for who they're marketing it for, it's not that much actually. It's pretty cheap.
I mean, how much is usually at the Red cams?
Red cams, they're like, I think the cheapest one was about like $15,000. That's
so
with nothing.
So it's
about less than half.
That's not so bad if you think about it. If you're using it a lot, then yeah.
Manny, I was doing the math and thinking about like what I could do to get this camera, and I'm like, I can buy this right now.
You can really buy it?
Yeah, but I'll have no money for anything else.
I say don't do it.
I'm not gonna because we shoot on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema cameras 4K, not 6K. The 6K is 1999. Right
Who uses 6K then?
It's just for like downside sampling and like it, because the sensor is bigger.
Right.
When you shoot in 1080 or 4K, it's a better sample size than regular cameras.
Well, okay.
Don't do it.
I don't barely know any
cameras. We went to film school and you know nothing.
What are you talking about? I learned something, but it's been a while. All right, my bad. It's been a while.
This is why our videos look good. If it was up to Manny, we would be using like some, I don't know, like some like iMovie cam in the corner.
I'm sorry that I don't have any technology. Today,
and look at these great sets we've built. It looks dope, doesn't it?
Yes, it does look.
Yeah.
Dope.
So let me do my magic.
What did I say about your magic?
No. Like you call me a troll. You call me a troll. I tell you I'm Gandalf, and you think a troll would make this, or would Gandalf have made this?
Yeah, but that's like a bridge to you.
No. Gandalf made
and
this.
I'm like, look, I'm just visiting you in your bridge. All right, so relax.
No. Gandalf made this. You stupid hobbit. You're not the cool hobbit. You're Mary. You're the one no one cares about.
What?
You're the hobbit nobody cares about. You're Mary. Get out of here.
First of all, I'll be a guy in a motorcycle getting those fire whips. You know.
Motorcycle in Lord of the Rings?
Hell yeah, dude! It's my fucking Lord of the Rings, and I want a motorcycle. All right, so you can suck my ass. All right.
All right.
Cut.
Okay, so yeah, these new cameras just came out, and it looked pretty sick. You can actually pay an extra $1,000 to change the color of the camera itself. They have like white, red, orange, green, blue, like for the body.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I was actually thinking, I'm like, oh, I could pay an extra grand because I wanted orange. They have an orange camera.
Why do you want to pay an extra grand for a different color?
Because it looks sick. I hate cameras that are just black. Like, no offense, Blackmagic.
Can you just spray paint the cameras?
I mean, technically yes, but that would just completely.
Yeah.
You'd have to take it apart and put it back together. I don't know if that's a job.
Yeah.
I would be able to do, and you wouldn't just be able to spray paint it because you would have to do something
else.
You're
just gonna mess up
just chip it.
Yeah, the components too.
Yeah, no, obviously you have to take it all apart and then take the body and then do. Something.
I mean, let's do it right now.
I think what you would need to do, because like I'm trying to think of like what most cameras are made of. It's like usually kind of like a really hard durable plastic. So maybe there's like an electrochemical solution you could put it in, like a bath, so that that's usually with metal. That's usually with metal, and a lot of cameras are made from like weird mixed composites. Like they use different materials.
Also,
so
the grip too. You have to take that off too.
Yeah, the rubber grip. Yeah. So I mean, it's cool that they're doing it, and I think that's really dope. You know, I mean, it's definitely for people who want to go the extra mile to do something cool.
Yeah.
They're starting off pretty slow because obviously warehouses and all that stuff, it's not necessary. So they're kind of like, they have to like scale back a bit, but they're doing pretty good. $6,000 for this camera is actually not bad. Like you're talking about a 6K sensor. The camera looks great. I think it has an RF mount, which is the new. So do you know anything about what Canon's been doing?
Mm-mm.
No. Canon has released a few new cameras. The Canon EOS R, which has an RF mount. I think there's an EOS RM.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, and they just released 2 other cameras. So those things are like about like $3,000 to $4,000 each.
Jesus Christ.
Some of them shoot 4K. Canon was lagging. They really didn't want to go to 4K for like the longest time. So they just started 4K and it doesn't look that good, but it's what it is. But they're all around cameras and they're pretty good. So RF mount it's just their new lens mount. It basically it's like the EF mount, but like it has extra internal so it can talk to the lens a lot more efficiently.
Oh, shit.
And now I think there's like a built-in not ND filter, but there's like a built-in like I don't know. There's like something new to it that like helps the camera.
And wait, you said how much is like $2,000 about?
EOS R is probably like $2,500 or close to $1,000, I think. $3,000, I mean.
You know, honestly, that's not bad. That's usually how much you spend for a mirrorless camera.
I like my Blackmagic. It was about $1,200, which is a good price. And for what it does, it looks great. It's good, and I can do a lot with RAW and post, and I can shoot many different formats.
I feel like you can trust more than the Red camera. No offense to Red.
No, the Reds are really good. I think that one of the things I like about the Red camera a lot right now is they have a dual battery slot. So in the back of the camera, you can plug in 2 big like Canon. I don't know what kind of batteries they are. They use them for like the C200s and C300s. But you can plug them in the back, and then the camera you basically use one, and then it will dwindle that one down, and then it'll start using the second one, and then you can hot swap the batteries. So you don't have to like stop filming.
Damn.
But the Canon RF mount, I think it comes with a Canon EF mount.
That's actually
on top
sounds
of it.
insane.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sick, and they don't use the red mags anymore. they use Canon CFast cards. Canon had their own proprietary system where because they're a studio and they make all their own stuff, which is why they can charge exorbitant amounts.
Yeah.
What's cool for this one is that they're actually, I think they said they're opening it up to third party.
No way.
So you're gonna get a lot more third party.
It's kind of big news.
Yeah.
Really
I mean,
news.
so that anyone else can make gear that fits the Reds.
Right. It'll be easier.
And
for
it's like a box, but it's like this big.
No way.
I think it looks really cool, and I actually want to buy it. Like, I'm not kidding. I would buy it for this podcast, and I'd buy it for a lot of other stuff. And the RF mount is pretty sick. I don't have any RF lenses, but those are pretty expensive. Usually like $2,000.
Damn.
There's a lens I want to get. It's like $2,000 though. And there's
that's
two
literally
sets.
a camera.
There's two lenses for about 4,500 camera, but they're like really good cine lenses. They're like the ones that you would see on sets where they would have like, oh, this is a 50 to 150, and you're like, whoa. And then like the thing is like you can zoom in and it doesn't go out of focus. It's a parafocal.
That's very amazing.
There's a parafocal lenses, and because okay, so there's different kinds of lenses. I forgot the other one, but parafocal basically means that you can zoom in, and because it's a different lens element, it doesn't lose focus.
Wow.
But most lenses don't do that because the one you zoom in and
you have to focus
are like usually the same one, so it's like.
It takes a lot of time.
So you had to go in and reset it up, and like from 50 to 150. I really want to get one of those. I'll show you a video. They look good. They have like a nice. So the thing is, like lenses really are more important than your camera.
Yeah, I think everybody says that you do need really good lens.
Really good glass is like imperative.
Yeah, usually the lens costs more than the body. Crazy,
sometimes it definitely depends.
Yeah,
depends
what you get. Yeah.
I've been looking at some lenses. There's like some lenses that were using like Stanley Kubrick films, not the same ones, but like the same type,
right?
But not the actual ones.
They actually use.
And there's like ones that are cheaper but like the same look.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna want that. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. So guys, if you really want, you could help support this channel.
Yes,
share
we do
it.
need support.
I'm not asking you to give us money, but just share it because maybe we got to reach about 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours until we can start making any money.
We have
on
about 400 views, like altogether. We have like 400 views, something like the number 300 views.
Yeah. Our watch hours are kind of definitely interesting. But yeah. So help us out. We can start making money, and we can start getting some cooler equipment. I mean, look at what we're doing with no money already. I mean, like this didn't cost no money, but it looks sick, and I hope it'll help.
It's not like a own studio, but we actually got our own studio.
Yeah. I mean, don't tell them where we are.
Well,
we are not in the same place we've always been filming.
We're at someone's house. Like I said, we went to a different house. And
what was your friend last time that you shouted out that I like made fun of?
My coworker, Joseph.
Yeah. Joseph, we're in your house. Right now.
Why you want to give him another shout out? Now, that's a very menacing look. I'm just going to let the dare.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I mean, my mom was actually funny. She was telling me, she's like, I like that you called them out. Like you gave the shout out without anything, and I gave him a lot of crap. And then she was like, it was hilarious that you just wouldn't get away with it. But then like it's funny because like I'm joking.
Right.
But see, like that's what I mean. It's like I think people like it when you're kind of an asshole to them, and I mean that not in a way that's like
you're not assaulting.
You're not really killing them. You're just basically just like making it funny.
Right. Exactly.
And it becomes kind of an in joke. So yeah.
Some people don't take it. Take it that way.
So this is the Red Komodo 6K. I am actually very interested in it. I will wait until there's more stuff out on it yet because right now I don't know. What
has
else
it came out yet?
It's pre-order, and they're giving them out to like certain YouTubers and people to try out, talk, do videos and stuff like that.
Review.
Which could be us. Please give us a Red Komodo.
Hashtag Reds.
Hashtag Red Komodo. Hashtag Manny's. Yeah, I know he's like giving shit about Reds. So let's talk about this other thing. So this might be our last topic potentially. So this might be a shorter podcast than usual because we don't know what to talk about. So Oculus, right?
Yeah, Facebook.
Facebook and Oculus. So do you know anything what's been going on with that?
A little bit, but not really.
Okay, so basically what's been going on is Oculus is a VR headset. They make the VR. You
they're pretty big ones
and
too.
they've been working. I mean, they're under the umbrella of Facebook. That's the people who make it. Yeah. And what's been going on is like Oculus been saying like, no, you don't need this, you don't need that. You just need the Oculus and it'll work. But that changed a few days ago. Where basically Facebook said, oh yeah, if you want to sign in and use your Oculus in any way, you need a Facebook account. Yeah,
gross.
Yeah. I mean, look, do you still have a Facebook account or no?
I
haven't. I just never.
I have it. I just never use it anymore.
Yeah,
I only use my Facebook.
I
Who uses Facebook? You know,
older people generally do.
Dude, both of my parents have Facebook, so I had to quit. It's like I think this is a good time to quit.
You're like, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm like, nope, I'm out. It's yeah. No one young, like no one really talks about Facebook.
And I only looked at it for the news, but now I'm just like I got to stay away from the news because otherwise I'm just gonna keep getting.
Yeah. I feel like I can I can trust Twitter more than Facebook.
I can't do Twitter either. Those guys make everything sound worse than it is.
Yeah.
I can't do the news because they always make it. They always sensationalize everything.
Right.
Like
You never start. You don't know any. Like there's not a lot of good news about. Yeah. There's no good.
I mean, there is good news. The thing is that it's just drowned out by all the bad news.
Yeah.
Or what could have be potentially strewn as bad news. Not saying it's not bad news, but I'm just saying like.
It's not make a big deal.
Yeah. No one cares about good news. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean, it doesn't sell.
That's true.
So you never hear about it, which is like one of the messed up stuff. We just hear the constant negative all
around
around
the world. Yeah, it's clickbaity when you hear something negative.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's sensationalized. It's not good. So Facebook.
So Oculus. Yeah.
Yes. That's all. Yeah, we both did it. So basically they said, I think they said if you have an account at Oculus already, that you can keep it for 2 years, and then they're going to make you switch to Facebook. So you have to link your account to play anything, and everyone hates it.
I hate it too.
Everyone hates it.
Why I had to force myself to go on Facebook?
I don't like using Facebook already. Instagram is part of Facebook, I think, but not really. I mean, they are, but they're not.
Facebook bought Instagram, but I don't think it's like they don't really work together. They
kind of do. It's like Instagram by Facebook or something like that, which I'm like.
But still, like forcing people to have a Facebook account.
They're trying to pump up the numbers, and I like Facebook. Come on, bro, come on. Like,
you already have enough. Why do you need more?
No, I think they're bleeding people. If I'm being completely honest, I think they're bleeding people, and this is like a try to get more younger audiences into it.
It's not going to work out.
Yeah, because first you have to buy the Oculus, and now it's like I can't even use it unless I have a Facebook account. Like hell no.
Yeah,
there's so many other people making VR headsets. Like Sony has their own headset. Other people like. I would trust Sony way before I trust anyone else. I mean, like
Sony's awesome.
Sony is pretty sick. Like you know what I mean. Like
they make good games. They make good movies. They make good camcorder like cameras.
Yeah. Sony FX9. Give us a free one, maybe.
Hey, we love you, Sony. We're excited for that new PS5.
Oh, dude, yes. I got an email about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like PlayStation sends me stuff. I don't know why. They just like, I guess I signed on to my account not that long ago from a PlayStation. And they're like, oh, he's back on. So like, they just send me like a bunch of emails all the time, which I'm like, I'm all right. You know, sometimes it's news, sometimes it's interesting. But they gave me a thing about the PlayStation 5. It looks dope. Oh, did you know about this though, by the way? Okay, so there's a rumor going around that you could change the plates on the PS5.
That would be super dope.
Like it has this like shape and there's like these two sides and there's like a middle part. Apparently, people were leaking that like you could take those plates off and put something else.
That's so.
It's like the Xbox 360 when they used to.
Yeah, when they take out the.
Dude, I miss it. I used to make my own custom plates.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Yeah, I like paint and I spray paint and do all kinds of stuff.
Like I remember like 99 cents to sell those for like $1. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get, and I get like 5 of these and just keep switching them.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Whatever happened to that? You know.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
It's smart because I think that's how you can make extra money on top of it.
Oh yeah.
On top of
and people
sales.
will definitely buy them. I'll buy them. Like a bunch of them.
I love the way it looks in general. I love everything about the PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah.
I love the controller.
The back.
it looks so dope.
Even you can play older games.
I don't care if it's the biggest console. Like I don't care.
No.
It looks dope and I want it.
And then again, you can play PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games.
Oh, that's right,
How cool is that? I have a PlayStation 2. I'm gonna say PlayStation 2 is probably my favorite consoles of all time.
What's your favorite PlayStation game? PlayStation 2 game.
Oh man, there's a lot, dude.
I think I have one, and there's a very specific.
I'm gonna say the Devil May Cry series.
Okay, that's a good call.
That was a good one. Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
That was probably my 2. Jake and Drax. Jake and Drax.
Jack and Dexter.
Yeah, Jack and Dexter.
So that's 3.
That's
I'm gonna give you 3 because I don't want you to say the one that I
3.
have. Not that you have it. So my cousins, I used to live with my cousins in my Thea and all that stuff. So my cousin Angel and we would just play PlayStation games all of the time, and we play N64 games and stuff like that. And so the games we loved playing were Resident Evil, I think 3. I think we played that one a lot. I think Resident Evil 2 maybe, but I don't know if that was on PlayStation 2. But the game that I picked as probably my favorite PlayStation game is Time Crisis.
Oh, I think I remember Time Crisis.
Dude, that game was sick.
Really?
It was sick. I love that game. It was basically like GoldenEye, but like on the PlayStation PS2.
Oh, remember? Yeah, I think I played it before.
Is it
like
one time. Is that the game I'm thinking about? Let me double check.
It's like a robotic game. Like it's like a robotic game. You be like a robot, something like that.
Yeah, you can play as like a bunch of people. I think they had like a shout out for Time Crisis on Shaun of the Dead. The movie? Like, remember that's like the one that the game they were playing?
Oh, that's right. They're like making a plan. And
Wait, am I thinking of the right game? I might be thinking of the wrong game. I'm thinking of the wrong game. Shit. Fake gamer.
What's your third one?
What's the third one? Well, I mean, apparently I picked the wrong game. I forgot the name of it already. Was it Time Crisis? It was Time something.
Just put PS2 Time something. Just put Time.
Time Splitters.
Time. Wait, I think I know this game.
Yeah, Time Splitters. There
Let
you go.
me see. Oh yeah, I never heard of that game. Never mind.
You'll know Future Perfect, I think. Time Splitters.
I think I've seen the cover, but I never played it before.
Yeah, Time Splitters was dope, dude. Yeah. My cousins and I played that like all the time. You know what? Okay, so we'll get into this. We'll talk about PlayStation games. We really didn't play that many PlayStation games because I also had an Xbox, and we just played Xbox all the time. We would like jump around consoles. Like that was actually it was fun, right? Like you unplug it, you're like, oh, put the next one, then you just go. We're like, we need extra cords so we can plug it in. It's like, oh, there's only so many ports, it's like this thing.
Good times, yeah.
It's a little kid with technology, But yeah, we played a lot of that. I'm trying to think what else we played a lot. We played a lot of they're coming out with a new one. Well, no, they're remastering the old ones.
Which one?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Dude,
we played those religiously.
Me too.
We played those dude. The music from those games.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack.
Dude, I'm gonna buy that remastered because it comes with one
it's $40 right now.
It's already out.
I didn't even know it was out. It's $40.
I'm definitely buying that. We're playing that on this channel. We're playing that on this channel.
Yeah, I'm playing that
shit.
Dude,
I remember my favorite one. I think is the second one because that's the one in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, that's on PlayStation 1 too.
Yeah,
that's how I play the whole. Now,
or is it 3? I don't remember.
I remember PlayStation 2. They have the American Wasteland. Remember that one?
I think I do.
You play around LA.
Yeah.
And then dude, I think American Wasteland games is the soundtrack's way better than the other.
I don't know why I always have like this like really cool like not grunge but like alt rock music playing because that's like the kind of music they played on.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk, and I always remember the Jango Fett skin you could wear and like just like olling around like the Golden Gate Bridge.
And then you
like,
get to spin around that fire hydrant. What do you call that move? When you actually spin some fire hydrant and you do like a little spin or the impossible, the trick.
Yeah.
That game's amazing.
Yeah. So, dude, I missed that game so much. So I can't wait to get the remastered.
We're
definitely playing that on the channel.
Fuck yeah, I'm playing that shit.
Yeah, we're playing that on the channel for sure.
Dude.
So bad.
The new Skate game's coming out too. I'm excited for that one.
4 or something?
Yeah, something like Skate something.
Skate 5
I really love the Skate games. I think they're really cool.
I really didn't play it because I kind of got out of it. I think I played the first one. And
I remember playing the first Skate, and then Skate 2 was probably one of my favorite.
Which is pretty sick. I'm pretty happy and excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Skateboard games, coming out. But which one's your first one? I picked 3. So what's your?
Resident Evil probably because I love Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises ever.
Resident Evil is cool.
I don't know if there's a Resident Evil game I hate, but then I haven't played all the weird ones like Resident Evil Revelations or
and all the DS games too.
I did play the first one on DS though. I don't think I was old enough to play it when it first came out.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't really much a Resident Evil person.
I was, and then I'd say Time Splitters or Tony Hawk, probably switch them around. Really,
so
one of those two would be.
PlayStation 2 has some good bangers.
Dude, what are your favorite Xbox games?
I'm not really much. I haven't really played a lot.
You didn't really play a lot of Xbox.
Well, the only Xbox games is probably Halo. A lot of Halo games. A lot of racing games. Dude, because one of my cousins has an Xbox game, like an Xbox back in the day. So all I've been playing is just Halo, Rockstar, and one of the Need for Speed games. Xbox doesn't really until the Xbox 360. I've been playing a lot of Xbox 360, but not the first one.
Not the first Xbox.
That's not so much.
I'll tell you what I used to love playing. I'm trying to remember all the games. Definitely Halo. I played Halo and Halo 1.
Of course.
All day, every day. My friends and I, my friend Vladimir, shout out to Vladdy. His dad would have LAN parties, so we'd all bring our Xboxes and hook it up, and we were at his house with like 4 or 5 different screens in different rooms. And we would set up in teams, and we would just play each other, and we would do that almost not every weekend, but
Halo was
a lot. Dude, my cousin killed at that game, man. My cousin Angel, dude, he's so good at games. He's one of those people who he grabs a game and immediately becomes good at it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, I remember playing.
Not fair.
I remember playing Halo in a computer room. Every lunch we play Halo. Now we'd be in different monitors and we're just we play Counter Strike or Halo.
I never played Counter Strike.
Counter Strike's dope.
I heard about that, but
dude, that's all we played in high school. Yeah.
All day, Winston. Halo. No, dude, my cousin Angel, like he only told us we're at a party and we're doing it, and then my cousin Angel's just whooping everyone's ass.
Damn.
Like he was like hands down just getting the most kills of everybody, and he was in a team, right? And they're like, "Oh, if you're so good, you know, how about you go on your own team?" He's like, "All right." So it was him versus everyone else, and he still won.
Damn.
But that makes sense though, because like he can kill anybody.
Right, of course.
They can only kill him once. You know what I mean? But they can kill each other too. So I mean, it really just depends on like how you play. So I mean, I don't know. He was that good. He still
But
is.
what else is good Xbox games? Since I've done.
Do you know? Okay, so my friend Vladimir and I used to play games all the time because we were like, he used to live right next to the school, and even when he didn't, I would go to his house all the time, and so we would just play on his Xbox or mine. There's a game we played a lot of. It's called Kung Fu Chaos.
Mm-mm.
You don't know about this game, dude. This game was like a fun. It's like Mario Party sort of, but like it's like it's like you're playing like stock anime characters that are like being made in like some like Japanese like Hong Kong type of movie. So like what you play as will become the movie, and you can watch it afterwards as if it were a movie. Yeah, and you can play different characters. You can even play as a director too. That guy's hilarious.
That's so cool.
So it's like a bunch of like mini party games, and
I
like, you
remember
would just basically beat each other up. It was great. You can put your own music too.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I remember playing a lot of Dead or Alive games, the fighting games.
Yeah,
those were pretty dope.
Tekken was great.
Tekken, yeah, I love Tekken.
Tekken.
I remember playing it the first time.
I played Tekken a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tekken. Yeah, I remember playing
Who's
on
your
the
favorite
PS1.
Tekken player?
The Jaguar head, the wrestler. What's his name? Jaguar King or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like Cougar King
Yeah,
he's probably my favorite. I always played him.
You know who I played as? My favorite. I don't know why he was always my favorite. Paul.
Oh, I remember him.
Dude, yeah, he
he's
got the high top, dude.
Yeah.
I love Paul, bro. He was like,
how the fuck you got that?
He was my day one. My cousin Angel, of course, always played as Yoshimitsu. I don't know.
It's pretty iconic.
Dude, you know what? Like, how? How do you win with Yoshimitsu? Like all his moves are him killing himself. Like I don't understand. I don't understand how you win with that guy. But he did. I would play Yoshimitsu and I'm like, do the thing. He's like,
he's like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm like, damn.
Damn, yeah, it's sheesh.
Yeah, I know.
But hopefully, Sonic. Shout out to Sonic. Give us a free PS5. Yeah.
Oh, we've been going. It's a pretty good length. I think that's a good.
What?
No, I'm looking at how long we've been filming for. It's not that bad. It's only
an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it sucks that we shot it on Tuesday.
Yeah. So there's not much to go about. But the DC stuff just came out, so that's really nice.
Yeah, and we talked a good amount of time.
Yeah. So Oculus and Facebook.
But yeah.
Okay.
I think because we're just so pissed at it. Like,
yeah,
what Facebook doing.
It's like kiss my ass.
Yeah,
like,
fuck Facebook.
Like I don't like Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
I really.
Again, Facebook's trying to be like it's going to be the next MySpace, no matter what.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dead, and then Justin Timberlake is gonna.
I'm gonna say give it a few years, Facebook will be completely dead. Again, my parents have Facebook. I'm like, this is the time I should quit. Yeah,
you're like
half of my grandma has a Facebook account, so I'm like, okay, I think I should. I think I need to get out. Yeah, no.
I never use it anymore. I stopped.
No. Yeah, it's funny how all the Mexican parents, all the old Mexicans, I don't call that, but they're like a face. That's all they say. It's just at a face. Hey, have you seen the post in the face? I'm like,
I don't.
I was like, it's like Facebook. You mean? He's like, no, at face. I'm like, Facebook. And he's like, yeah, Facebook. At face.
I think the thing is that I don't know. I have people that speak predominantly Spanish, but like it's mainly the older
the older couple.
My aunts and uncles, they all speak English.
Okay. Yeah. Some of my
they've been here since they were kids. So
okay. Yeah. Some of my aunts and uncles can speak English, but they're born from the motherlands. You know.
Yeah. Well, my mom was born in Mexico. I mean, so and she came here when she was young. I think she was like 10, 13 when she came here. But like, yeah.
That's pretty young when yeah.
So they're kind of like more American than Mexican. Look, we're still Mexican, but we're like Mexican American. We're definitely at that.
I mean, you can't say American. It's not really a race. It was just where we.
No, I mean just as a culture.
Yeah.
You know, definitely like more of like.
Yeah, we are definitely Americans because we were born here. You know.
Yeah, and like I'd say we're very American. I mean, like Mexican American, but you know.
Yeah, we're definitely more American. You know, we're speaking Spanish right now. I mean, we're speaking Spanish.
Yeah, we're speaking Spanish right now, man. This is us speaking.
Yeah, these people don't know what we're saying.
You guys know Spanish too. This is why it sounds like it's English. It's actually Spanish.
Yeah, we translate it.
Google Translate.
Yeah, Google Translate. Yeah.
Yeah.
We put the subtitles all in Spanish.
Yeah. So that has been our podcast. It's a bit of a short one because there wasn't a lot of news to cover.
No,
other than just
not really.
Stuff. But I'll let you say it because I don't want to say it because just in case they try to pull one on me later.
Okay.
You say it.
Fuck what? Oh, fuck Facebook.
There you go.
Right.
Thank you.
Fuck Facebook.
This is Manny's opinion. My opinion is I just don't like it.
You know Mark Zuckerberg? Zuckerberg. He can suck my ass. All right, you motherfucker.
All right.
cocksucker.
Facebook's gonna come to you.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready, motherfuckers. I got my AK. Bam, bam, bam. You know.
Oh god, they're gonna like storm your house now.
Oh yeah, they will. All I can hear, woo! Like
know,
shit.
Yeah. They're like listening to us right now.
Facebook found me.
You're like, I'm not even on Facebook right now. You know?
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Fuck
for
Mark Zuckerberg, that robot piece of shit. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this podcast. It's
thank
been
you
fun.
guys.
It's been real.
It's been fun,
Please like, comment, share, subscribe.
Tell us what us think about our new setup.
Yeah, and if you like us, let us know. Who do
Yeah.
you want to see on the podcast next? We have been talking to some people, so we'll continue doing that.
And yeah, we love you guys.
Love you guys. See you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.